it was, I could see people change, and I could see people find a resolution that that worked for them. And so when I shifted over to the teaching, I didn't know that I would like it so much, and I was actually pretty surprised. But what I found was it just gives me a lot of joy. You know, I find I get to learn things all the time. I'm always learning from my students, and I feel as if it's almost an extended family. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. Right? But it does feel like that. It's
Okay.
like I feel like now there's students out there who have a little piece of me. You know? It's like a garden.
If you would describe in one sentence why all students should attend at least one TED speech, what would be your sentence?
Everybody should see in person a really great speaker at some point.
That's a good answer. What impact have stories in TED speeches in general and communications?
I think stories have an enormous impact on TED speeches. Almost every TED speech you listen to will have a story. But in general, what I think that stories do is they are a very quick way to connect with people that are very different from oneself. And the best stories I was thinking about as I was driving into work today, the best stories are not about categories. They're about something in that person that is unique and different and exclusive to them. And I think that we're designed to tell and to listen to stories. So I think in communication, if you can't do anything else, think about who your friends are. And when I think about how I met my husband, you know, he told great stories, and very different from me, but he had wonderful stories. And think about, that's what pulls people in. So when you
more happy stories or more sad stories?
It was both.
Okay.
It was both. It was stories about things that I didn't know anything about.
Okay.
You know, he came from a really different background, and his work was very different. So to me, it was like going into another dimension.
Okay.
The same way I love to hear my students' stories, you know, because then you go, oh, who knew that? Who knew that about that person? Like with John Bertino,
Okay.
that we didn't know that he was going to be go into the clergy. And
What's
then
clergy?
he was going to be a minister.
Oh, okay.
I think he was going to be a brother or a
Okay.
father, and then he chose not to, and now he's happily in love.
Oh, I don't even know that as well. What motivates you to wake up on Tuesdays and Thursdays and to teach Michael Holzer?
I think Michael Holzer is one of my greatest students because he is always engaged, even when it looks like he may not be engaged. He's there, and you show up. You show up when I'm talking about something. Not that you respond all the time, but when you react, it's always interesting, and you make me laugh, and you tell good stories. So that's what motivates me to get up on Thursdays and Tuesdays and teach Michael Holzer.
First of all, thank you for the compliments, and you definitely inspired and motivated me throughout this interview that I have to watch a lot of more TED speeches. I watched a couple. I'm sad that I haven't watched yours yet, but if there's a chance to watch it somehow, it would greatly appreciate if you could send me a link or something.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch some more. And thank you for the time you make at 10:30.